So over the period of past 5 years, I got these questions most frequently asked by you guys. Somebody who is looking to start selling on eBay and Amazon, they are new sellers, and a lot of these questions are in your mind. So in this video, I'm gonna be answering all of them honestly. All the timestamps will be inside the description. If you wanna skip ahead, you might have a particular question in your mind, you wanna get an answer to that question, feel free to do so. My name is Zain Shah. I've been selling on eBay and Amazon from past 12 years now, and I am a full-time seller. I started my business really like from zero, and it scaled to the point where we are spending about £500 million per quarter just to replenish our inventory. And on this channel, my mission is to help you become a full-time seller where you're going to be making around £100,000 every single year realistically. So if that's your goal, then feel free to like and subscribe. And if you don't feel like doing it now, by the end of this video, I can guarantee you're going to feel like doing so. So let's get started. So the first question is it worth selling on eBay and Amazon in 2025? Honestly, it doesn't matter what I have to say about it or what you think about it. At the end of the day, there is a data, and we can statistically prove this that in 2025, 2024, it's still worth starting and selling on eBay and Amazon. The reason I say that, I'm not going to bore you with all the percentage. So what I have done over the past 10 years, I have compared the growth, like a percentage of growth in e-commerce, especially on eBay and Amazon, and I compared with the amount of new sellers who are joining the platform. I'm gonna put that inside the comment as well, inside the description as well. You can see the amount of growth percentage wise is huge as compared to the percentage of new sellers who are starting and joining to sell on eBay and Amazon. Most of the sellers who sell on eBay and Amazon, they are independent sellers like me and you. Those are not huge companies. And when it comes to market share, like amount of online sale which is happening worldwide, Amazon have a biggest share at this point. So definitely you can see the data and you can make the decision by yourself. So the second question is, can I start and I can do this as a full-time? Can I manage this one with my full-time job? How much time do I need to spend per week? To be honest with you, amount of time that you're going to be spending once you are starting a business, it's going to be a bit higher and the reward is going to be lower. Over the period of time, you might have to spend less time because you might start to make profit out of it. You can hire some people who can help you to manage the business as well. But if you ask me, if you can manage around, let's say 15 hours a week along with your full-time job, and honestly, like we can all manage that, right? That will probably come down to spending about 3 hours a day, Monday to Friday. I think we can all manage that. And you can make something which will be huge in the future. So I recommend spending around 15 hours in the beginning, and that hours might reduce over the period of time. You may have to spend more time once you're starting a business, and then over the period of time, that time can obviously go down. So the next question is, how much budget do I need to have once I will start selling? It really comes down to what kind of products you're gonna end up selling. So for example, if you source a product which only cost around £1 and you buy 100 of them, right? So you are only spending £100 to start a business. But if you source a product which worth £20, and even if you buy 50 of them, you're gonna end up spending £1,000 to start a business. But just to give you a rough idea, if you're gonna be in the business model where you're gonna be buying a product in a bulk, and you're gonna be selling them on eBay and Amazon, £500 is a good budget to get started. At maximum, I would say nobody spends more than £1,000 once they will launch their first product. Secondly, obviously there are different models as well. So for example, dropshipping, where you don't have to buy the inventory up front, but still once you're gonna get the initial orders, you will have to process those orders before you will receive the payout. So in that case, I would say £100 is a good budget to get started, and probably in the range of £20 per month. The tools that you're gonna need in order to manage your dropshipping business, So about 15 to 20 pound per month, the tools which will pay for itself, and also about 100 pound budget to get started with the business. The next question is, what is the best platform to sell? And to be honest with you, all of them. But obviously I'm going to tell you one of them, but hear me out. The best platform to sell is the platform which you know most about, the platform which you can learn easily, or probably you already know a lot about that platform. There are sellers on eBay who are making full-time living out of, not just a full-time living, I would say there are sellers who are even making millions per month in the terms of sales by just selling on eBay. Same goes for Amazon, same goes for TikTok shop as well, same goes for Etsy, same goes for Depop as well, a lot of other platforms. But in my opinion, if you don't know anything about these platforms, eBay is a platform which is easier to understand and barrier to entry is very lower as compared to other platform. So eventually what you want to do, you want to sell on each and every platform. You want to be everywhere because you have a products and you're going to list those products everywhere. You're going to get more exposure. You're going to get more sales. But in the beginning, once you're going to try to be everywhere, you're going to end up being nowhere, right? So I will start from one platform, which is eBay, and then I will scale my business to other platform. But if you happen to know more about Amazon, or if you happen to know more about TikTok shop, then you should start from that platform. But if you don't know anything and you want to start to learn one platform, then in my opinion, eBay is an easier platform to start. Start from eBay and then you can scale the business to every platform. So the next question is, can eBay and Amazon ban your account? And answer to this question, yes. And it happens very often. But trust me, if you are a legitimate seller, you have entered all the details correctly. Even if your account get banned, you can get it back, right? And the best thing to do if your account will get banned is to reach out to eBay or Amazon customer services because of it. I don't know how that saying goes, but it is something like, where there is a smoke, there is a fire. Like, there is always some reason behind it, right? So you may even don't know that there is a reason behind your account ban. So for example, you may be using a device, or you may be using a Wi-Fi which was previously linked with the account which got banned in the past, and you're using the same computer or same Wi-Fi connection. So if that will happen to you, the best thing to do is to reach out to eBay and Amazon. I wouldn't really create a new account, and without obviously reaching out to their customer services. As long as all the details are correct, you have done your registration properly. I have multiple videos on it, like how to register Amazon account and how to register eBay account. I will put the link for those inside the description as well. But if that will happen, then the best thing to do is to reach out to eBay customer services. If you have created your account successfully, the best thing to do, but I suggest, is to do not sell anything on that account for 21 days. Because the first 21 days on your accounts are very sensitive. eBay is their algorithm is very sensitive. So if you do anything wrong in first 21 days, there is a higher chances of you getting your account banned. So for first 21 days, I will suggest using our account just like a regular buyer. Just do the browsing, do the product research, look at the products, just go through your account, try to understand what each and every menu does inside your account. And after 21 days, I will sell only one item which will be in a used condition. The reason we sell that item in a used condition, because if the eBay will ask you, can you give me invoices? Or Amazon will ask you, can you give me invoices for the products that you have listed? Then you can just simply say you are using your account to get rid of the item that you no longer use. So in this case, once your initial sale will go through successfully, then the algorithm is not that sensitive, and then you can obviously start listing and selling on a platform. But still, I wouldn't list more than 5 items until I start to get a decent amount of sale, and then I can increase my listing and products on eBay. So the next question is, what is the difference between a private account and a business account? So the answer to that one is very simple. It really comes down to your intention at the end. So let's say you created a private account on eBay, according to eBay terms and condition, your intention is to just get rid of the item that you didn't buy with the intention to resell it at the first place. So for example, this cable right here, I bought this cable to use it for myself, and down the line, if I don't need this cable, I can just sell it on eBay. What matters here is not the condition of the item, or neither the quantity of the item as well. You can sell this cable, I can maybe sell this adapter as well. I can list 10, 15, 20, 50 different items. It doesn't really matter. They can be in a new condition, they can be in a used condition as well. Doesn't really matter. What matters is your intention. I bought this item not to resell them. I bought these one to use it for myself, and I no longer need them. So I'm just trying to get rid of these items. But these type of sale, you need a private account according to eBay terms and condition. Once you're a business seller, your intention is to make profit out of selling items on eBay. It doesn't matter, again, you are selling one item or you are selling 100 different items. It doesn't matter even the condition of the item as well. A lot of people, they source from charity shops, cardboard sales, and those items are used most of the time. So their intention there is to resell that item and make profit out of it. So for that type of transactions, you need a business account. The next question is, if I have a private account, do I need to report my income to hmrc? So having a private account and having a business account got nothing to do with hmrc, right? This is just for the sake of eBay terms and condition. hmrc doesn't care about eBay terms and condition because it is a private institution. Again, it will come down to your intention. So if your intention is to sell the item and you are making profit out of it, and if your profit is a decent enough. So, but HMRC says if your sales go over £1,000 in one financial year, which is from April to April. So we are in financial year 2024-2025, which is started on 6th of April 2024 and gonna end on the 5th of April 2025. During this time period, if your profit will go over, not a profit, if your sales will go over £1,000, then you obviously need to report your income as a self-employed person if your intention to sell on these platforms was to make money out of it. Regardless, you have a private account, you have an eBay account, or you have an Amazon account, you're selling on a Facebook marketplace, or even if you are selling it privately, doesn't really matter. What is your like a medium of sales? So these are the rules. A lot of people think about, okay, if I have a private account, then I don't need to like inform anything to HMRC. That's a misconception. Even if you have a private account, keep in mind that you are receiving the money inside your bank account, right? So you can be liable to answer that if God forbid some sort of inquiry or anything like that will happen. So the next question is, can I use my personal bank account or do I need to create a business account? So it really comes down to how you have registered your business. If you register your business as a limited company, limited companies are considered as a separate entity. So for that one, you're going to have to open a business account for that limited company. That business account is going to be under the limited company name as well. But if you are a sole trader, you are just one-man army. You just went there, you put your name, your address, you done the registration on eBay and Amazon. HMRC allow you to use your personal account, and eBay and Amazon, they also allow you to use your personal account to receive the payout from eBay and Amazon as well. But I recommend is, even if you use your personal account, right, you need to make sure that that personal account is dedicated to your self-employment income, right? If you are doing a taxi or I don't know, Uber or eBay or Amazon or any kind of side hustle, you should have one account which is dedicated for these types of things. At the end of the financial year, once you need to report your self-employment income, I will suggest you use that one account. Any type of business expense that you're doing, let's say you're buying a stock or you're paying money for the postage, you should do that from that account, and all the sales, all the payouts will come into that account as well. So it will be easier for you to calculate all the profits. So even if you're going to use your personal account, I wouldn't mix up with the other expenses like buying a grocery from that account or anything like that. I will keep that account dedicated. It will make your life really easy. So the next question, can you make full-time income from a drop shipping? And answer is 100% yes. I have seen people making 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 by just doing drop shipping on eBay. But keep in mind, even though you can make full-time income, the reason I suggest that as soon you can move to the business model where you're gonna buy the products in bulk and then you're gonna ship it to your customer. You don't have to ship yourself. There are third-party fulfillment companies who can do these for you. But the reason I say this, because drop shipping is not really reliable for the longer period of time, because you are very much dependent when it comes to product. You are very much dependent on your supplier. So for example, your product picks up and it's doing really good, and your supplier, they run out of inventory and they decided, okay, they're not gonna, let's say, get that product in their stock anymore, right? You don't have a control over the quantity of the item, quality of the item, shipping times as well. So this can be very unreliable. But I suggest if you are new to platform, you are on a lower budget, you want to learn about the platform with a minimum barrier to entry with very least risk to yourself, start with the drop shipping. But keep in mind, in this phase, you are learning, you are testing different item, what sells well, how to interact with the customers, how to provide a good customer services, how to handle the return, how there are other challenges to sell on eBay and Amazon. As soon as you have enough information, you have tested the products as well, you have made some money out of it, I will invest that money back in a business and then I will buy the products in bulk. This way, again, you got more like control over the quantity, quality. You are link direct with the manufacturer factory in China or UK. You have more profit margin as well, because if the dropshipping supplier is giving the supply to you, obviously they are keeping their margin as well. So if you go direct with the source, you buy directly from the factory, your profit margin will go up as well. But once you are starting a business, you have to really analyze your own circumstances and see, okay, well, at this time, I don't know much. I don't want to spend the money buying a products in bulk. Then drop shipping is a good option. You can make full-time income out of it as long as you're working with the good suppliers. The next question that I get all the time is like, okay, once I sell on eBay and Amazon, their fee is so high, these platforms are evil, they are charging too much commission, all that kind of stuff as well. So first of all, selling on eBay and Amazon, obviously these are businesses. This is how they make their money, by charging you commission once you sell something on these platforms. I think this is very fair. Their business, they are not charity, and amount of percentage that they get, let's say 10 to 15%, for some people some people they're gonna think, okay, it's very high. Yes, it can be lower. The lower it is, the better it is at the end of the day. But do you know the customer acquisition cost without these platforms is really high as well? So for example, you design your own website using Shopify store, or let's say you don't use Shopify, you design your own website with any other tool as well. You still have to figure out how you're going to bring the customer to your website, and you're going to do organic marketing. Obviously, even if it's organic marketing can be completely free, but you're still going to have to spend your time to make the videos or make the content for it. Or if you're gonna do paid marketing, let's say you're gonna run the ads on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google's, all kind of stuff as well, that gonna cost you money. And that's another separate thing that you will have to do on the top of like you design your own website. eBay and Amazon, they are search engines, in the sense that customer come on these platform and they search for the products. And the probability of getting your product sold on these platforms is really higher. And in exchange of that, if you have to pay commissions to the platform, I think it's very fair. It's less headache. I still today, like, even though my business is really well now, I don't have my own website where I sell my products, because I think I wouldn't say it isn't worth it, but it's a lot of headache that you will have to take at the end. So I think it's very fair. They charge the commission and it's their business model. This is how they make money at the end. And I also want to say it's very fair for us as a seller, because as I mentioned, if we go through other route where we design our own website, the cost or amount of time and headache that we're going to need to take, it's going to be a lot. So the next question is, can I sell the products which belongs to different categories on one account? And the answer to that question is yes. Think about it as a customer. You go on eBay or Amazon, you search something, you buy that product got delivered. You don't really visit the customer profile or their shop to see what other items they are selling. So it doesn't really matter. It's not like a high street shop. It's not like a Sports Direct or JD Sports where they can't sell the potatoes. Well, technically they can sell the potatoes, but they don't sell the potatoes because their brand is about something different, right? So it doesn't really matter when it comes to eBay or Amazon shops. So the next question is, can I have more than one account for eBay or Amazon? Yes, you can have more than one account. Technically, it's not against eBay or Amazon terms and condition, but I would ask the question, why do you need more than one account? Right? You can sell all different types of item on one account anyway. So the reason I don't suggest creating more than one account, let's say your one account, it is doing really well, it is established, and you create another account. As I said, for first 21 days, your accounts are very sensitive. The algorithms are very sensitive. And if something will happen, that account might get banned. The newer one, it's going to impact your older account as well. So that's the reason I don't suggest creating more than one account. You should sell everything, anything under one account. Regardless of business model, drop shipping, whatever you want to do, you should do on one. So the next question that I get all the time is like, how some sellers are selling the item at the price which doesn't make any sense, like 99p items or the items which are really cheap. Let me tell you different reasons for that. First of all, these can be loss leaders. The loss leaders are like, let's say, milk and butter in your local shop. You go there to buy milk and butter. The price for milk and butter in your local shop is very decent, but you might buy a can of Coke or a bottle of wine or a bottle of beer once you're there, and in those types of items the profit margin is very higher. So milk and butter, you need it every day. Customer go to the local shop to buy those and they end up buying something else. First, that can be the reason. The second thing is that a lot of sellers, including myself, once we launch the products, we try, let's say, not to make profit out of it. That might not be possible for a new seller, but they still can do it. Let's say on the first 2, 3, 4 sales, you don't make any profit out of it. So once the product will start selling, the algorithm pick that product up and then you can increase your prices. You have some sales history, you have a social proof now, so you can increase the prices gradually. First, they keep the prices low to attract the customer. You get some social proof, feedback, reviews, and then you can increase the prices as well. So the next question is, what type of equipment do I need to start selling on eBay and Amazon? So you only need your mobile phone once you are starting a business. Keep in mind, mobile phone, you can do everything on these one, but mobile phone have very small surface area, right? There isn't, I wouldn't say much you can do it, but there isn't much you can do it comfortably. You can do everything what a computer can do nowadays. Your mobile phone can easily do it as well, but the surface area is very small. So for me especially, some people might find it useful, but for me especially, I find it easier to type something or work on my laptop, right? Even the messages, like if I need to reply an email or WhatsApp or any type of messages, I prefer, because I'm sitting on a computer most of the time anyway. So I prefer to use a laptop, right? But you can do with your mobile phone. What I recommend in the beginning, in the start, that you can buy a printer. Maybe printer is very useful. I think most people should have a printer in their household. You don't know when you're gonna need it, and you don't have to break banks when it comes to buying a printer. There are a lot of used printers that you can buy from Facebook Marketplace, like little as 20 to 30 pound. These printers are not expensive. The next you can do is spend little bit money in the packing supplies. I buy all my packing supplies from eBay as well. So packing supplies are like envelopes, sellotape, or scissors, or some cutters, or some weight machines, that kind of stuff. Again, if you can source these products used from a Facebook Marketplace, very good. But keep in mind, you don't have to have all this to start a business. Once I started a business, I didn't even had a packing supply. I used to, the bin bags. I used to use bin bags and a sellotape to wrap my parcels. So slowly you can invest in these type of things, but they are not compulsory. So the next question is, how can I reduce my postage cost? So the postage, what we need to understand, there are 3 types of different, depending on the size and depending on the weight of the item, there are 3 different types of categories, right? So you have a letter, large letter, and a parcels. So parcel can be small, medium, and large as well. When it comes to letters, like letters and large letter size, the letter size is you can fit maybe, I don't have anything, the credit or debit card, that will go in a letter size, right? If it's something thick as this one, like this, if you stack, let's say 4 or 5 credit or debit card on the top of each other, that will become a large letter. It has to be less than 100 gram, right? The thickness. But if the thickness gets really bigger, let's say with this bottle, this wouldn't fit in a large letter. So this is a small parcel now. So when it comes to letter and large letter, Royal Mail is the cheapest one. That's the only option. Once you will have a quantity of the item, you can get in touch with the Royal Mail business team, and you can get a business account. Keep in mind, only do it once you are sending, let's say, it's not a requirement. It's not like they have this requirement, but it will be only worth doing it if you're selling more than 100 items in a day. You're getting about 100 orders. When it comes to parcel, there are many comparison websites, right? On a comparison websites, you can, compare this and see how it is going for you. Like the different prices for the parcel, medium parcel to go is one of them. You should check the prices there. So the next question is, what kind of tools do I need to have once I will start selling? Keep in mind, you can get started without any tools, right? You don't really need any tools to get started. But if you ask me if I can recommend you one tool as a beginner, where you gonna be like, you're gonna be using this tool for product research, you're gonna be using this tool for title optimization, drop shipping, is gonna be Zeek Analytics, right? So Zeek Analytics is the tool which you can use for your product research. When it comes to eBay product research, they are working on bringing the Amazon product research inside as well. You can find the products for your drop shipping. You can find the suppliers. You can do many things. I have many videos on the Zeek Analytics. I will put the link for those inside the description, and make sure you check them. So the next question is, what will be the one tip that you can give it to new sellers to become a successful seller? Okay, one tip, one word: consistency. A lot of people, they will get motivated for one day. They will watch the video and say, I'm going to start selling. They will create an account, make a logo, all kind of jazz, which doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. Like, who cares how your logo looks like nowadays? So they will create a logo, maybe buy a domain, even though they are not selling on Amazon or eBay, right? So even they are not creating a website, they're only selling on Amazon and eBay. So they will buy a domain, they will create a logo, all that kind of stuff. Maybe go ahead and buy a computer, packing supplies, printer, all that kind of stuff. And then next day, they're not doing anything. So consistency for a longer run, it's a kind of business, which sometimes might not give you instant profit. Like it's in our human nature that we want instant reward. But if we keep on doing it consistently, it is a long-term thing. It's not only going to change your today and tomorrow. It can change your entire future life. So one tip is consistency. So the last question is, if I don't know what to do, I want to start to sell on eBay and Amazon, where can I get started? So, good question. You got two options right here. So, the first option is I have a playlist on my channel. It's a step-by-step guide. It's a sell on eBay. I will put the link for that inside the description. It's a free guide. It will start from you need to create an account, product research, how to launch the product, everything. It goes through every step one by one. It's completely free. It's on my YouTube channel, right? But if you are somebody who is looking to sort of jumpstart your journey and you have a bit of budget to get a personalized help as well, I have my course, which is a 0 to full-time eBay selling system. It's not a course. So it's a system that I have developed. You simply follow that system. It will tell you how to create an account. It will tell you what kind of products to sell, what kind of suppliers to work with. So you don't have to go through tons of different videos. There are about 40 to 50 different lectures which get updated all the time. And on the top of that, it have a personalized help as well. So if you have any question, I am there for you with a lifetime support. This is the best price anybody can offer. I'm going to put the link for that inside the description. We have over 200 testimonials and students are making really good income. I'm going to share a few of them. The links in the description. Make sure you check it out. And again, if you can't afford it, completely fine, because this is a personalized help. If you're looking for a general information to get started, I have a playlist on my YouTube channel for a detailed training and for personalized help. I'm going to put the link for my course inside the description. Again, you don't have to buy it. You can do all by yourself.